Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 the Dragon Tamer here today, and welcome to PAVA Gamer Talk, where today we'll be talking about the Nintendo press conference and some of the stuff that was mentioned during that. Some of the stuff that I thought was cool and whatnot. Before we get things started, I want you to let everyone know too that there will be no little special quotes or anything like that, or just me and my voice in this picture you see. Yeah, just that. Without further ado, let's begin and talk about what happened today. It actually opened with a with the Robot Chicken spoof. If anyone knows what Robot Chicken is, which you guys probably should, it's a show on Adult Swim, and they were like spoofing some of the stuff that they was saying. It was pretty funny. They did throughout the whole entire show. One of the things they said like, "Oh, there won't be a Mario game," and then later on they actually did say. Mario said, "So I guess you'll play the Mario game after all." And then one of his fans like, "What about Fox?" And then Reggie just zapped it with his eye beams. It's like, "Shut up. we know you." So that was basically them saying, "Yeah, we know that you guys want Fox. We don't care. We don't care." I thought it was a little mean. But there'll also be stuff doing throughout the whole entire E3 show, so I'm going to be continue watching that. One of the things that that's what I'll be checking out. But one of the things they actually started off was that with Smash Bros. With obviously a new Smash Bros. Character, or characters, I should say. It's a Mii Fighter. Yes, there'll be a Mii Fighter and Fighter, and they'll have 3 different classes: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gamer, and Gunner. Brawler is basically someone who has fists and is fast but strong. Sword Fighter is someone who has sword fighting abilities and operates a lot like Link, but only with just pure sword fighting abilities. And a Gunner is basically Sam's clone, but different. At the same time, with different abilities-ish. That was basically that. Smash Bros. DS has been delayed to October 3rd, unfortunately. Because they have a few keys they need to work out. There's also new Smash Bros. For the DS modes, and I think that soon there'll also be Wii U modes. So there are some stuff that look kind of cool. I think there'll actually be a story mode, hopefully. There's also going to be Amiibo Fighters. You know, those things, if anyone has ever played the new freaking game where like you play, you know those little figurines for Pokemon, like for the Wii U, is like some kind of Rumblers or something like that, or Pokemon Rumble or something like that. And you have those little characters that you play on the Wii U. It's basically the same thing, or like the same. It's like similar to the I forgot what's it called, the Disney Infinity thing, or the Spiral thing, with little figurines on it, like something like that. That's basically what this Amiibo is. And with that stuff out of the way, here comes the actual games that have been mentioned. Yoshi's Woolly World. It's kind of like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but only it's more wool. It's like less yarn, more thicker. It's like an actual, like, if I'm just want to make a stuffed Yoshi right now, that's basically what it is. So that's basically what it is, but only 3D. It's more about exploration and using his abilities to explore, kind of like Zelda was. And there's also co-op modes for this game as well. Your friend can also be Red Yoshi, and you can actually eat your friend and throw your friend. This can also use versus mode. I also think this game is pretty cool, and I will be interested in getting it. There's also Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which is actually very intriguing and very interesting. And it's kind of like what they did in the Super Mario New 3D World, where they had little mini games with Captain Toad. This is basically what it is. There's finally a new Zelda game, but only it's different. The title of the name has yet to be announced. But it's a vast new open world and puzzles, apparently. I've seen the trailer for this, and oh god, it looks gorgeous. They said even the mountains in the distance you can probably climb. And that just seems really cool. It seems really open world, and I think a lot of Zelda fans will be interested. I'm not really a Zelda fan, so meh. There was a new trailer for Pokemon Raging Sapphire, and yeah, just basically new trailer for Gen 3 to show off some of the megas, like the Mega Sceptile and Mega Swampert. They also showed off Mega Kyogre and Mega Groudon. It looks pretty cool, I guess. I'm kind of stoked for that. I was really excited when I saw that as a huge Pokemon fan. The trailer looks pretty cool. Bayonetta 2. There's a few Nintendo cameos at the end of the trailer, which is kind of funny. I thought it was pretty cool. And there's another new Zelda game. 2 Zelda games. Wow, we can't have enough Zelda, can't we? Hyrule Warriors. It's like, wait a minute. It sounds a bit like, yes, Dynasty Warriors. Basically, Dynasty Warriors meets Zelda. And Zelda, Link, Menda, and I think his name is Impa, that sword guy, are playable characters. Yeah, it's basically Zelda. It's basically Dynasty Warriors with Zelda characters. Some people might be rolling their eyes at that, but I'm a pretty decent Dynasty Warriors fan. I do like the series, so I'll probably pick that up if I can. It looks pretty cool. Next game, I don't really know the last part of the name. Kirby and the Rainbow Curves or Curse. I'm not exactly sure. I looked at the last minute only to see the C-U-R part, but I didn't see the last part. I think it was either Curve or Curse. I think this is a Kirby game. I'm going to guess it's a Rainbow Curve. From what I see, it's basically seems like a DS game, but I think it's maybe a Wii U game as well. Like you basically guide Kirby rolling around on a rainbow curve, which I think is what it is. It could also be a curse because, well, I guess it would be kind of a curse to go around all the time. And a new Xenoblade has been announced, Xenoblade Chronicles, or X Chronicles. I'm not exactly sure the title, but there's an X in the background, so I do think this game will be very interesting. They put in subtitles, so I think it's probably already either out in Japan or is about to be in Japan first. I do think this game looks pretty cool. I'm interested to play it. I like the first game a lot, so this is pretty cool. For a minute I thought this was actually a Final Fantasy game, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. There's also a Mario Maker. Allows you to make your own Mario courses, and you can put in new world style. So basically, you can make your own Mario game, basically. So it's not a new Mario game, you just basically make your own Mario game. Still, it's a Mario thing nonetheless. One of the other things I think is actually really cool is Splatoon. It's an 8-player 4-4 action multiplayer game where it's basically a shooter, but only instead of shooting bullets, you're shooting ink at each other. And you're not trying to kill each other, but you're trying to make your territory. Or set your territory. If your team starts one part of the map, your team starts on another part of the map. And your goal is whoever has the most territory by the end of the time limit wins. So basically, you want to make as much ink as possible throughout the whole entire map. Whoever has the most ink on the map wins, basically. And then I'm doing more with that. You also can be a squid. What I mean by that is that when you during your own color, you can actually turn into a squid and swim super fast across the map to your parts of the map. So you do your territory. So you basically swim in your territory, which I actually think is really cool. It's definitely a new IP that Nintendo needed, and I think it's really good. I like it. And last but not least, certainly not least, another new Smash Bros. Fighter has been announced, and this is actually very hype-worthy. So, are you ready? Alright, they started this off with the showing of an anime-style fight where Link and Pit fight each other. Which makes me think that is there gonna be a Smash Bros. Anime? Please be a Smash Bros. Anime! I would pay good money to watch this. So do it. So, there's still a fight now, and like once they kind of defeats Pit, Palutena shows up, and she has a smirk on her face, and then they fight a little, and then she shows off all of her new moves in Smash Bros. Form. So she's a confirmed character, and she will be joining the fight. We needed another new female character. It's not the female character I wanted. I personally wanted someone, female character from the Fire Emblem universe, probably maybe Lady Gaga, or but she would be kind of clunky. And maybe we could have Lucina, aka Marth, whatever you want to call her, also as well. But if she's not really an option either, so it's probably gonna be Chrome, but he has yet to show up. I hope he shows up soon. But yes, we have another female character, and I think we need one more female character in Smash Bros. Before we can actually legitimately call it a day. I think that Smash Bros. Needs just one more female character, and that's how they ended it. But afterwards on IGN, they announced Devil's Third, which looks... There's no reason. It's not really that hype-worthy. So, how do I rate the Nintendo Conference going all the way through beginning with Smash Bros. And ending with Smash Bros? Alright, I think they should have announced more Smash Bros. Characters. I really think they should have. Also, delaying 3DS was a little bit of a down point. Some of these games were kind of strong, others were not. The games that were strong were the new Zelda game, Yoshi, it's really well, sorta. It basically sounded like Chronicles and Splatoon. Those were really the strong games. And they did spend a lot of time with each and every single game, which is nice. And they showed us a little bit of gameplay and talked about the games, which I did like. However, I felt it was really short, and I feel like there should have been more stuff. I should think maybe they should have had an extra half an hour. But I do feel like it was just short and just a little lackluster. I do like this, and I will give this whole entire performance a 8.7 out of 10. I do feel like it should have been more, but I do think the Nintendo Conference had the second strongest conference. Not maybe so much as content, but the whole entire way they put together was really nice, especially with the Robot Chicken spoof. And I love how there was not a single swear word, which basically makes it seem like more Nintendo friendly, which is nice. It was a nice presentation all together. But it wasn't really live, so that's another point deducted. Like I said, it's an 8.7. It's the second best, with Microsoft being my favorite conference overall, even though I'm not even a Microsoft fanboy. If I was a Microsoft fanboy, I'd probably get rating even higher, but I actually don't like them, so I think maybe don't like Microsoft that much. I just think that the performance altogether was pretty darn strong. Next, it's coming from, like I said, someone who does not like who likes Microsoft the least out of all the major gaming companies. But that's all for now. I'll be doing more stuff later on today. I'll be giving you guys more updates and yada yada yada. So thank you everybody. Please like, subscribe for future content, especially on this event. So thank you and have a nice day.